Hello, and welcome to All Things LEGO, a review of the Silent Fury, a custom creation by myself.
Yeah, and this was totally unique, not like taken from StarCraft or anything, which I've seen tons of LEGO StarCraft lately, which I know some that you've done, but I mean that the guys who make that kind of LEGO StarCraft just go crazy, so...
Yeah, there's some people that are really good out there.
Yeah, so this will be a review on this LEGO, and there'll be many more to come, and yeah, so let's get started, because I don't want this to be too long. So, where do you want to start with this thing?
How about, let's start with the basic design.
Alright, so you just move this kind of in here so viewers can see it. It's got three, I'm assuming, guns, like right here,
Yeah,
here, and here.
3 main laser guns, and then 2 rockets that can pivot.
And what are these right here? These
They're
red
just
things?
extensions for the wings. I thought that would look cool.
Yeah, and so, can you fit a minifigure into the cockpit? That's my thing.
Yes, it's a little difficult. You can't push them onto the studs, but you can fit a minifigure in here as long as they don't have a backpack on.
Yeah, so let's talk about the kind of basic structure of this. It's more like a bat kind of thing, more kind of like a speeder.
Yeah.
So did you have any inspiration for this when you first started to build it, or did you just go with the flow and go, hey?
Previously I had made and taken apart another model. I don't think I have any pictures. I think I called it the Blackhawk. Anyways, it had similar wings, and I thought that was a cool feature, so I decided to incorporate that in this model. And then I also, from the same creation, I took a chunk and that was still together. I don't know how it survived, and I put it in here. It's
Was that from that?
The same creation.
Yeah. So were these two lightsabers from the Darth Maul speeder that you and I looked at, or?
I've had these for a lot longer. And I call this the nuclear hyperdrive. I'm not sure that would be real accurate for how it would work, but it sounds cool.
Yeah, let's talk about the markings here on the thing that holds the two wings in place together. What set did you get these from?
It was the Mars mission, the latest Mars mission Switch Fighter.
I'm assuming that's where the cockpit's from, was from the Mars mission.
Yes.
Mars mission was pretty good into orange.
Yes, the humans were very into the orange. The aliens were.
Yeah.
These actually came from the EXT Alien Infiltrator.
Right here. And actually, we have some more alien stuff that we can be reviewing later on.
Yeah, from the new Alien Conquest.
Yeah, so anyway, with this back here, what is this hole for? Did you just leave that unfilled?
I just left that unfilled. Yeah. It's extra space. As we all do, we have limited amount of pieces, and that was something I could save a piece or two on. And it doesn't look all that bad. Yeah. I mean, you could, if you were a minifigure, you could probably stick your backpack and strap it in or something.
Yeah. So with these, what's with these two back wings right here? Are they
just to make it look more streamlined, really. Maybe a little steering, but that's mainly what the wings are for.
Yeah, actually, for me, when I look at this, I recognize the fighters from Star Wars, the droid fighters. You know, they had like the heads and the two wings that came apart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of that in a way, because the head could be seen right here, the wings could be seen right here. And it's from the Phantom Menace. I know they're from the Phantom Menace. They were fighting the Naboo fighters.
Mm-hmm.
But let's talk more about these. These right here, are these
they're actually
jets, or?
Some of my favorite space pieces. They're engines, jets, whatever you want to call them. And I would think they're the main propulsion system for the craft, as well as probably steering.
Yeah. So, did you, I'm assuming that these, either A, they actually can adjust up and down for a reason, or they just were used to hook on these ships to make the
Well,
wings turn to exactly where you want it?
This would help with the steering in the atmosphere. In space, it wouldn't do much, and it also helps just to get a more streamlined look.
And let's talk about the bottom a little bit here, if I could be careful. With the bottom, it's kind of a unique design. How did you use like extra enforcement on this part than you did on this part, because there's an
Well,
extra
actually,
piece of-
there is no real extra. It just because of the limited pieces, as you can probably see, this just extends a little further than it does over here,
yeah.
and this doesn't actually have any extra studs.
Oh snap! Sorry.
Hold on.
Dang it.
Whoops. We'll
Okay,
move that off to the side.
Yeah.
So-
if you could like turn a little sideways. Okay. Yeah.
There's no actual extra. It's as parallel as it's as similar as I could get it, without
Yeah.
taking forever to find the pieces. So it's not actually that different. I don't think there's any extra studs holding anything down.
Yeah. I just basically it's more of a kind of streamlining jet. It's great for inner atmosphere, but
And interstellar.
yeah, but I mean out in the galaxy, it does.
It's not the best for space
Yeah.
flight.
So, is it the most fragile thing you've ever made, or is it kind of sturdy for the most part?
It's probably in between. It's not the most sturdy thing I've made, but it's not by far. It's not the most fragile. As I've gotten older and built more, I have been able to make things that are a lot more sturdy. My beginning creations were all about the looks. I had very little knowledge about how to make it sturdy as well as cool, but I've been able to improve that over the space of a while.
I mean, you couldn't do this with Legot. I mean, and for those of you who don't know, Legot was the original name for Lego when it first came out in the 1800s. It actually was wood. It was like those.
They started with wooden models.
Yeah, so it was kind of like Lincoln Logs. For those of you who played Lincoln Logs with as a child.
It was more, you know how you get those kits that you can put together and make
Yeah.
jeeps or planes. It was more that kind of thing.
Legot actually means play well, and I found that funny because, like, play well with wood, kids. Don't beat each other over the head with it. Don't throw it at somebody else. But I actually like how Legos progress, and I think since this is a channel all about Legos, we should talk about
History?
history with Legos. Yes,
Yeah,
history.
I need to do a little more research.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
how it developed, the plastic boom. Actually, for me, I got interested in Legos by my friend, I'm going to call him Mr. N, who had a whole room full of Legos. So, for me, I just really got into them because of him, and I feel like I just owe him that. And, yeah, but ever since then, I've not really gone into the spacecraft. I've gone more into the skyscraper buildings and the castles and everything but ships. And you seem to love aircraft.
Well, for me, it's really a variety. It really depends on the mood I'm in at the time, which tends to vary a lot for me.
Yeah, that I don't know. There's a banging outside the studio that's actually a dog. My dog
Yeah.
banging on the door. So anyway, I think we've reviewed the snot out of